Hello Seasononian, welcome back to a Minecraft video. I know I haven't done a normal Minecraft video in quite a minute. It's either been something with MineRifts reunion or, like a holiday special, but just a standard normal Minecraft video I haven't done in a while. And this isn't even quite that, but I do plan after this to start a vanilla survival series. Single player and everything. So that might be interesting. I also might do some skyblock with a couple of my friends. Today we're going to be touring two of my single player worlds. The one, if you're like one of the OGs, you'll remember this. But unfortunately, the videos are now gone from this world. And that's part of the reason I'm doing this, is just so this stuff and these memories are still out there for you guys, even if the videos themselves are gone. And if you guys aren't filled in, the reason they're gone is because my channel was unfortunately terminated by YouTube. My main channel, East Indian Films, which is now a vlog channel, well, was until it got terminated. But before that, it was a Minecraft channel before I made this one. And yeah, so this is called the Holiday World. So that was the one that was in all my videos. The other one has never been seen like in a video by the public before. So this kind of sucks having my channel terminated because it's a lot of memories lost, but hopefully this can bring back some of them for you. Okay, I'm clearly in the hockey stadium. I haven't been in these worlds in forever, except for like a couple minutes ago. I got in here. I joined the worlds to make sure that they wouldn't be corrupted by the new updates and let them load in a little bit. Obviously, letting them load in before didn't really help all that much because it's still missing chunks here and there. We'll let them load in, but yeah, this was my main world for years. So I never really did. This was supposed to appear as a normal vanilla Minecraft server, but really I did a lot on creative on here behind the scenes, which I don't want to do in this upcoming series if I do it. So that'll be actually just a normal survival without cheating. Will actually be the first time I ever do that, despite all my years in Minecraft. If that's just including the servers. Okay. This is probably the one thing that didn't stay with updates. Derp sheep. If I have a picture of them, I'll put them up on the screen. But if not, basically up here, it was a sheep, and it had the chicken flying inside of it, so it just looks like a sheep with wings coming out of its head. But the sheep seems to be gone, and the chicken fell. But yeah, we referred to it as derp sheep, and it was kind of a symbol. This is up here is where I'd start all my videos, and that was kind of like the first thing in every one of my videos. But yeah, if you're wondering why it says EAS, I wanted to make a Hollywood sign that said like East Inonia instead of Hollywood, but so I made it up on this hill, and I quickly realized I had not near enough room, so I made this one over here shortly after. Now at this time, the town wasn't near as big as it is now because this was one of my first builds. This right here is my first house in this world right here, and it's now my garage, but it used to be my house. Yeah, so it's pretty empty. I made a video for my granddad back in the day as like a Father's Day thing, and I made him a Minecraft video like specifically for him and sent it to him, and that's why this is here. I never really took that down. This was supposed to be like my car. It's just a mine cart. I can't remember what this contraption. Oh, I know what this was. Yeah, you see how an arrow flew out there? This was when I was first learning redstone. I didn't realize that wasn't a dispenser, it was a dropper. But I thought that mistake was just so funny that I kept it broken. As kind of like a memory. Up on the roof of the house, I'm not going to bother going upstairs because I can fly. Here we have heads. You can see I was on here somewhat recently as I put Simo and Quarter C-Vets on there. So like some of the early days, we got Galactic Toaster in there too. So I would come on here every once in a while and put heads on. This is like my shout out roof for people who like have done nice things for me or whatever. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of them. So like when I started playing on servers, I'd keep coming in and adding my friends on here. After a while, I stopped doing that. That's why you don't see a lot of the people who are still here. But yeah, man, seeing a lot of these names brings back a lot of memories. Um, and maybe at the end of the video, I'll add like J Rock and Who Not on there. I just gotta figure out where the command block with the head thing is at. Um, but yeah, so I built these little things. This was supposed to be like a street light. All that it is just a sign thing. It shows you where all the things are. Because there's like a road going throughout the houses. Goods transportation. It's just donkey that can haul things. I never even used that. I thought it'd be a cool idea. This is my second house that I built. That's now like my house. So here we got my cat Garfield. Yeah, so I can't even remember all the dogs' names. We got Gretzky, which was actually one of my old dogs' names. Rest in peace. Buster. We got Peter Cottontail the rabbit. Frederick, Jolly. I believe this is George, which is another name of one of my old dogs. Rest in peace. But he is stuck in a chest, and so I can't really see his name, and I'm not sure how to get him out of there, to be honest. What do I have in here, just out of curiosity? Just random stuff. Here we got my pig. He had a name. I can't remember what it was. But yeah. I have this little thing on my house. A little American flag with my head on top. This is Flicka, my horse. That's a name I remembered. This here was actually used in one of my old Skyblock videos as like a little skit moment where I got locked up in jail for opening the illegal chest. I forgot about that actually until I just saw it now. But like, yeah, I stood here in the video. I was supposed to look like I'm in jail. But yeah. So that's my house. Well, that's my house. This, actually, I can't remember what this is. So let's look. It looks like just a storage building, maybe. Over here is like my club party place. This is, I believe this one's Benny. Yeah. He's kind of like my equivalent of Water Sheep, but Water Rabbit, Benny. This is Lord of the Flies reference that I put in there at some point. So yeah, this is like the party room. Each of these has food in them. So that's pretty cool. Let's put that back in there. The last video I did in this world, like entire video that was strictly in this world, was in here. It was my Christmas special 2015, I believe. And yeah, it's 2015, which unfortunately is lost. It was a cringy video. It was just me. There was no one else in it. I tried to make it seem as if there were other people at the party by putting armor stands with heads on them. So yeah, that was an interesting video. I built this. I can't remember. This was pretty recent. Whenever I came onto the world just to mess around, which I did every once in a while for the next couple years. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Over here is like the residential area. So here are my friends' houses. This is Panda Bell. So Panda Bell's my sister Annabelle, and she played Minecraft a lot with me back in the day. I'm sure she'd still be down to if I asked her to for a series. So I'll have to ask her. But yeah, this is her little bakery shop. Unfortunately, I don't think she ever made any purchases. I might have bought a few things from her. I believe this is Kit Kat Man 767's house, my cousin Josh. So he eventually, you guys might know him as Epic's Hades. He eventually changed his name. But yeah, this is his house. It's kind of a nice little cozy place. I'm pretty sure he built it. I'm not sure. I might have built this for him, and then I can't remember actually. But yeah, Panda Bell built this herself, and then Panda Bell built this, my first ever Minecraft video I ever recorded. If you guys watched my Thank You Minecraft video, you'd see a clip of it. She built this on my account before she ever had an account. But yeah, this is her horse. I can't remember. Or she has two horses, actually. I think one of them might be Josh's. I can't remember what the names are, if they had names. But yeah, it was my first ever Minecraft video, her building the house that I ever recorded. I didn't even release it, but if you ever of course, you can't look back now because they're all gone. But the first one I uploaded was episode 2 because that was episode 1. But I just put it on my private iCloud stream that I made my videos on at the time. I went to a couple of my family members. This is Pandabelle's haunted house. There was a purpose for this. I think it was for like a Halloween video that never got recorded. Over here, Trollster360 back in the day. He's my friend. I still know him in real life. He unfortunately gave up Minecraft and gaming, and has moved on to the next chapter in his life. But he was the big guy. He was the guy who did the Christmas Carol video with me. So he was like the big guest. Like he was almost always here. So he's got his entire island, more than just his house. It's actually 2 islands if you look. There's this small island with a giant bridge in between. He has his nice little sign, says troll, and has his head there. He actually made my skin, fun fact, for me. So big thanks to him before I knew how to make skins. Yeah, so this is cow fishing. It's kind of cruel, but he would stand up here and do this. I believe this is what he did. He would just be up here flying. Yeah, and then fling a cow up there. And then, okay, it didn't die, but yeah, after a few times, it's probably going to die here. After a few times, it would die, and he'd be amused by that for some reason. So yeah, that's why there's so many cows here. Eventually, we got him a water pit to do that in. So they wouldn't die. And also, with fishing, water seems a bit more appropriate. So yeah, here's the bridge. What does the sign say? Probably just Troll Island Bridge. Yeah. So this is his house. He showed me the dinner bone trick, so that's why we have a dinner bone horse. Crazy horse. Now this is, if you watched the Christmas Carol video, which unfortunately we don't have, as I said a million times now. In the beginning, he's running around, crazy horse, he's so awesome, crazy horse. He had like a nice song for him, and that was Crazy Horse. So, yes, that's pretty cool. This is his house. Here he has a button that will teleport you to the football stadium. You can use that right now, actually, just to show you. And you're in the football stadium. The reason he had that was because we did the Christmas Carol video in here. I'll be back to this area in a little bit. But yeah, let's go back over to Troll's house here. I think that's all with Troll, really. Before it was Troll's Island, and we built this nice little house for him. It always interests me to see what's in the chests all these years later. But before this was his island, this was, because he didn't build this house, I built it. This was my fishing house. This is like my nice little beach island. This is like a nice little beach house, and this is my fishing dock. So there's some fishing stuff in there, and I would sit down here and fish. We were thinking about making this the 3rd Troll Island at some point. Never really happened. He was going to build something up here. This is his island. This was going to be a Troll Island in the sky. And he never really ended up doing anything with this, unfortunately. You see our amazing redstone work to get the lights blinking. We just have little mine carts on tracks. Let's fly over here. This is my lab. Obviously, I think this was after I started watching Dan TDM. I think I copied him, but I might not have. I might have just built that, and it was just a coincidence. It's strikingly similar, though, to Dan TDM, so I think I did build this after I found him. This was a trick. I'm not going to try it because I've screwed things up before with the updates because it worked, and then it didn't. Actually, screw it. Let's try it. You put TNT in there. It actually used to work on an old update, and then it didn't work in a new update, and then an even newer update came, and it worked again. So I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how this turns out. I hope I don't blow anything up. Yeah, nothing happens. But basically, it's supposed to like fling you in the air. Oh, maybe the lag screwed that one up for me. Josh did this. Kit Kat Man. There used to be a lot more. That was, I think he was teaching me how to make spawn eggs. How like what spawn eggs were when he did this. But you see, it's like somewhat close to his house. His house is right there because the lab wasn't there at the time. But yeah, let's go into the lab. I'll show you around in there. So this is like, I'm pretty sure this is like the waiting room. Yeah, this is the waiting room. This is the test chamber that we were just in. These are like little student desks for like chemistry students or whatever. These are the doctor's offices. Professor Pandabelle. This is Pandabelle's office. She was like a biology person because in the real life she's real into animals, specifically pandas. Lord Troll's office. He was an astronaut, I believe. Yeah, because that was like his thing back in the day. He was always an astronaut. And then there was me, in my nice little office here, that had an operating and testing room underneath of it, a little secret room down here. And this room actually is pretty interesting. There was a purpose for this. I can't think of it exactly as to why it's here. Hey guys, Future Easton here to explain this room a little bit better than I did the first try. So basically, I'm not 100% sure why I built this in the first place. I'm going to say that right out up from the front. But basically, my guests had little secret areas, this being one of them, so they could do this. Basically, there's a secret base, which is like the main area for them. And the reason that this even exists in the first place is so they can do this. They press that button, and that chat message pops up. So, so from here, they can teleport to the turkey at the beginning of the video, or they can teleport here back to the lab. And here, when they're in here, they can teleport to the turkey, or they can actually teleport directly to me, wherever I happen to be. So yeah, that's the whole purpose of this. And yeah, they come out here and join me in the video. So back to past me. Sorry, this is all over the place. I'm relearning my own creation here a little bit, but this will all make sense in a little bit. So let's get out of the lab. That's the lab. The lab, though it's one of the biggest, it's really not the nicest build I have. Not that really anything in this world all that nice, you know what I mean? Because it's just it was just me figuring stuff out. Here's my crappy little farm that had chunks missing from it over time. You can see that anvil, how old the anvil is. It's all cracked up. Here's where my mine was, and you'd see there's a subway running underneath, which we'll get to in a little bit. So I can't get to the main mine from this entrance. I believe, or do I have to come? Yeah, I have to come down here. So this was my mine. So now I'm on the other side of the tunnel. But that used to be, I would just walk through that cave there, but the subway eventually got in the way. But yeah, this was my original mine. That's why it's all lit up down through here. But yeah, so this was my original mine. Not that I used it very often, because whenever I needed something, I just got it off of Creative, to be completely honest. Yeah, I probably should get out of here before I get lost. Yeah, here we go. And then I'm under the farm right now, so I can come up on the other side. Oh, wait, no, I was under the garage. But yeah, you can go underneath the farm and everything under there. The ladder, I don't know what that is. Probably one of my old inside jokes from like 7th grade. Let's actually just go down into the subway, because this is the main subway room, because this is like the main intersection of the entire world where pretty much all the roads and everything meet right here. So down here is like the nice little area. You got like little tables and chairs there. But yeah, basically one day when the world is pretty developed, because it goes pretty much everywhere, me and my sister, who is Pandabelle, we decided, you know what, it was like 2 days straight of just making this. It took forever. But I said, we're going to make a subway. So we grinded hard for 2 straight days, and we got it. Basically, what this little thing is a bridge. You can walk over there. Not the most efficient way. We can ride in the subway at the end of the video. That's the turkey I was talking about. So this was like the main area for guests. So costume heads are in here. A couple things, command blocks, fireworks, things that they might need for the beginning of the video. Down here's an enchanting room and more base stuff. So this is You teleport the firework room. There's a fireworks storage room under the football stadium that we'll show in a little bit. Uh, and then this is a secret exit. I'm not sure why exactly I put that there. But yeah, that's there. Yeah, this is another room for, we got flags, heads, just nice, and you can put your inventory in there if your inventory is full. Just stuff for recreation and stuff that we'd be using in videos. So yeah, there was like a whole little like behind the scenes, kind of hideout for all the guests, to make sure everything's running right. This was a New Year's decoration, I believe. Because that was how it was decorated for my New Year's video, and then I did it again the next year, but I never ended up shooting the video. It was originally built for a Thanksgiving video that I never shot, which is pretty interesting. Because I was gonna do like a little thing. I was gonna do a little like parade, and I had little things here, but I got rid of all of them except for that. I can't remember exactly what this is. The fun free XP machine. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It used to work a little bit better than that. This is in the beginning of the Christmas Carol. Troll drove around. Our teacher's name at the time, his first name was Jesse, and that was kind of a joke. We sang Jesse's car instead of Jesse's girl because one day he answered the phone to the mechanic, and it just in the middle of class, and it just became a huge meme in our class. And he was really cool. He let us do a Minecraft video for the project, and that was actually the Christmas Carol video. And he gave us 100% on it. He is probably one of my favorite teachers, if not the favorite teacher I've ever had. The guy was awesome. He's just a really cool dude altogether, and he thought it was really cool that I make videos because he made videos himself. He has his own like YouTube channel and stuff. This was this I had an idea. I was gonna like, if I got like sponsors one day, I was gonna do like a green screen type thing as I walked by, and it'd be like a billboard there. So this is like the parks. This is like the recreational area. Like over here, we used to do fireworks shows. It kind of looks like it's overgrown over there, but really that's just how we're hiding the redstone. And then it puts off fireworks over here. And I'm pretty sure there's fireworks here as well. But there's also fireworks behind the Eastern sign. And that's like a nice little like firework area to watch fireworks with the swans. Again, that was another inside joke when I was like in 7th grade. All these inside jokes are here because they were featured in the Christmas Carol video. So here's like a little bridge walking over to the park. We got sports complex. Here we got in the amusement park. We'll do the amusement park next. We'll do the football stadium now because this is quite an involved build. So originally it was what you see, a football stadium. Now it's also a display for different banners that me and Troll were making back in the day. You can see how long this has gone without being used. But so just some features to the build. We have a tripwire here, so if you score a touchdown, it lights up. Here are just lights to light up the stadium, and that's the same up here. We don't need those because it's it's daytime. But if it were night, we could turn those on. It looks pretty cool. We got the field goals, the scoreboards, and those scoreboards do not work. So we have these little score counters. So basically the way we play in this football stadium is first to 4. So you get 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, and you win. This dispenser is supposed to have fireworks in it, but it looks like it doesn't. So basically whenever you win and you'd put the 4th goal light on, it would also trigger that to shoot a firework out, but there are no fireworks inside of it. Let's see if this one does. Yeah. See, and that means you won. This is like a flag light, because that's like a thing in football. And then if you're outside, like tailgating or whatever, you didn't get a ticket for the game, but you're outside the stadium, you can see a flag was called. You don't get a scoreboard though, that was kind of a dumb thing on my part. If you're gonna do the flag light, you might as well do a scoreboard outside too. You got a jukebox so we can play music for the game. This is where the stage was for the thing, for the Christmas Carol, and this is the locker rooms. And here we kept this ladder here. This went up to backstage, and this went up onto the stage for the thing. I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. That's why the whole thing is yellow and green. So this is like the closest I could get to Packers colors. So yeah, that's the locker room. That's pretty much the inside of the football stadium. Here is the fireworks storage room I mentioned before. We keep it under here because this seems to be the area where we do a lot. All those chests are filled with different things. Most of them are empty. I checked previously before recording. I think down here they have some stuff in them. There's heads, some mints of fireworks. And that's about it for the football stadium. Oh yeah, there's a horse track around it. It's probably the poorest horse track you've seen. Yeah, it was kind of a last minute decision. I wanted to build a horse track and I didn't know where to put it, so I was like, why not around the football stadium? So that's what this is, if you were wondering. So basically the winter horses, if there was a horse race going on, which I did do one, I never recorded it though. Basically we'd open those doors, the horse would come up these like big horse stairs, come through here, and then we built like a podium here, so like the first, second, and third horses to finish the race would be showcased in here, but all the spectators would be in here, so they wouldn't watch the race itself. They would just watch the award ceremony, which is kind of dumb. I can't get that door to close, so we'll just leave it open. This is where the horses would park. We got Flicka, Crazy Horse, Farm Horse, not sure what happened to him, if he's even still around. Zombie Horse, which is Dinnerbone, and then Pandabelle's horse. You know, Farm Horse might have been the second horse over by Pandabelle's house, now that I say that. But I did have a Farm Horse, but I haven't seen him. Alright, so here we're in so once you come to the amusement park, you go into this little tunnel system. Here we have the Jungle Coaster, which we can ride here. You're sitting there. Alright. Yeah, so it's kind of lagging. You heard that dispenser tick. It was supposed to be fireworks. I say cheese. Apparently there's like a camera I put around here somewhere. That might be Farm Horse. That probably is Farm Horse, actually. Yeah, he was probably in the race thing, and his lead broke eventually. But you can see there's like jungle trees and vines everywhere. That's why it's the Jungle Coaster. So yeah, that's the Jungle Coaster. Let's move on through the amusement park. There's a little lookout area. You can look out over the Jungle Coaster and the hockey arena, which we're going to get to after this. A little employees only room. No, nothing really in there. So here we're at the water slide. So yeah, this is you have a little picnic area underneath of it as well. You go up here, pretty self-explanatory. You get a boat. I'm not sure I don't think this works with the new boats, but we can certainly try. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of anticlimactic now with the new boats, but it was fun with the old boats. Walk over here. This is the Spleef Arena. So if you're a spectator, you come up here. You can spectate, and apparently you can get right onto the playing field, which you used to not be able to, I don't think. We have our little snow golem in there. And then if you're a player, you go down here. So rules: don't use your own shovel, empty inventory in the chest. Yeah, so basically you have to use one of these standard diamond shovels. You can put your player inventories in there. Spare snow, other shovels. And it's like it's actually a legitimate spleef arena, which is pretty good. I've definitely played with a few friends in here that I've got on here in LAN. LAN's local area network. It's how you can play on these without it being a server. You guys can't join unless you're like on my Wi-Fi network, unfortunately. That's how I get friends in here. To most of you, though, this might be basic. But I'm explaining it for the few who don't understand it. Because I know I didn't understand it when I first started out. Amazing creators or creations. Honestly, I wish I could remember who all these were. I know that's Dinnerbone and that's Notch. I think that's Jeb. So those are the creators of Minecraft. These, like, I think one of them, this guy, I think, like, did a plug-in on something I downloaded or something. I don't know. And these are probably owners of servers I played on back in the day, if I had to guess. Other thanks. This is RPlaysXZ. He's the only one of this group I know who he is. I feel like I know who that. If I had to guess, he was the owner of MC Legends, maybe. I don't want to say that because I remember this guy. I just can't remember who he was. But yeah, RPlaysXZ was one of the first people to watch me, like, regularly. Yeah, so this is supposed to be my head. But this was a glitch that happens. The Scrooge head always pops up as my head a lot. So when we go in there, you're going to see a lot of the Scrooge head, unfortunately. But it was just working, like, minutes ago, which kind of sucks. But we got Trollster, we got Pandabell, KitKatMan or Josh, and we got J13R13, which you may remember. I made some videos with him, Justin. Here we got YouTubers. I can probably name all these. We got Stampy, we got DanTDM, we got Markiplier, Squishy. Congratulations on the wedding, by the way. Stampy and Squishy just got married. Parker Plays, I believe. Popular MMOs. Tobuscus, iBallistic Squid, and I want to say that's TBNR Frags, Preston Plays. If I got any of them wrong, I know you guys are going to harp on me in the comments. In here is the hockey stadium. I was pretty proud of. Well, I was really proud of it when I built it. Now it's just kind of stupid, but it's definitely better than a lot of the other builds I built, I feel like. So here we got nice little vendors. This is the bar. This is the East Unity Films Arena. As you can see, all my heads are Scrooge, as I said. It's just kind of annoying, like, that glitch is still happening. Here we got the gift shop. You can see there's little, like, armor stands, like, showing what's in here. East Unity Frogs is the team. Because that was actually supposed to be what my thing is, a frog. If you didn't know that. Fun little East Unity trivia there. Here we got like a big screen. We got the Jumbotron right here. Another big screen. We got a McDonald's over here. Which is pretty cool. Over here we got nachos, like a little snack bar. And I'm not going to go in through the player entrance. I'm just going to drop down here onto the ice. Here we got the sponsors. I'm actually curious as to who's here. We got Mineplex, Hive. So there's some Minecraft servers. We got Chick-fil-A, Hypixel, YouTube, Oreo Man Vine. Yeah, Josh used to have a Vine. Rest in peace, Vine. RPlaysXZ, who I mentioned before. VidCon. That's pretty interesting. Good Mythical Morning. And Toaster360. Yeah, he did change his name to Toaster360 after a while. J Crush Dino, another one of the OGs. Unfortunately doesn't watch anymore, I don't believe. And Eastern Unity Films. Rest in peace as well. Pandabell 1000. Baller 1. I wish I knew who that was, to be honest. So here we got the home. So Eastern Unity Frogs bench. And then this is the locker room. Right here, I believe. And then you can look out over. And this is the guest team area. So here you go back. And you go back into the guest locker room. And then here's the guest bench where we'll walk across. So here's like the player entrance. And then over here is skate rentals if it's like a public skating or whatever. And that's really all that's back here. So here we go. We got the Eternity Films head. There's fireworks. Inside the head, there's levers that make confetti go off inside the stadium. Actually, let me go back in there to show you. Obviously, we can't do it because there's only one of us in here. There's just me. Yeah, you see there's these. It's supposed to look like confetti, and these hoppers are supposed to collect it. Obviously, they don't do a great job, but yeah, they come out of these dispensers. Alright, I think that's this area. Oh, yeah. Over here's the sheep minecart thing that, Trollster 360 built. At the time, this was supposed to be, like, hidden and, like, pretty far off from the rest of, like, civilization in the world. Because at this point, this hadn't existed yet. The closest thing to it was the football stadium, which we were pretty much at all the time. Because of the Christmas Carol and whatnot. Trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, the circus. Here we got the circus. This is like the clown dressing room. Stunt performer dressing room, which you can see right over to the clown. So that's kind of weird. I don't know why I did it like that. Lavatory. I thought I was fancy by using the term lavatory instead of restroom or bathroom. And then there's fireworks, I believe, up here. I don't even know if it's filled, to be honest. Oh yeah, it is. And it like keeps going until you flip the lever, which is pretty cool. And it's very laggy. Oh yeah, I built this thing. So subscribe. It has a little YouTube. It's interesting. Pretty sure I covered everything down here, making sure I didn't miss anything important. This used to be a giant Instagram logo, but I got rid of it over time. There's a little chicken got caught in there. Probably from us flinging eggs at some point. Yeah, I think I got everything down here, so we can ride the subway, which is pretty cool. Cause it took me a while to build this. So there's like these little like stairways that go into the ground. I'm sure you've seen as we went through. There's multiple different stops on the subway. So it's very slow compared to what I'm gonna see if I can get it to go faster, as fast as possible. If not, I'll speed up the video. It's a very slow start, unfortunately. But yeah, we're just gonna go the whole way. We're not gonna stop anywhere. You pick up speed eventually. But yeah, here we're going through like the main hub area where we were before down here. Yeah, this is a little dead zone, it looks like. And we seem to be glitching a little bit. See if we can go through the block. Yeah, we can. Alright. Yeah, so whenever we enter a cave, like that was the mine that we saw earlier, I believe. Oh, wait, no, that is. I put glass so you can look into it. So we passed through a couple caves. So that's pretty cool. I don't know why you go on the left side in this. Very European of me, I guess. Ceiling's dirt there for some reason. That might actually be the actual ground level. So that's the circus stop. The circus has its own stop because of where it's located. There's another cave. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is the end of the subway. So yeah, it's pretty quick. So this is like the park, stadium, and arena stop. Yeah, so you hop on there, back onto the road. This is a little tunnel that goes to the arena. What's it called? There's a name that I put on it. Horse track tunnel. Oh, okay, yeah, because the horse track's right there. That makes sense. Yeah, and it goes to the arena. So that's pretty much what's on land. This is another small thing. So you've seen all the big stuff, but we have a little boating thing. You see there's a boat there. We can actually hop in a boat and go. You can see there's stuff underwater, like I put lights down there. We went crazy with eggs. That's why there's chickens everywhere. So this is it's like a little boating service or whatever. There used to be a sign here that said like kids under a certain age can't go any farther or whatever. And then this is like the big island over here that you boat out to. With a little, I got a lighthouse there. Yeah, the land's not loading in. So we fly out here. It's not very far out this way. Yeah, here we go. So like over there you see that light, that's where the lighthouse is. So we're not too far from the world. But I found this. This was the first sea lantern. This is how I discovered that sea temples were even a thing. If you've never seen them by now, they're massive. Like they're pretty much like seemingly never ending. They're huge. Because you spot them by this little thing and then you realize just the sheer size of them. You're like, holy crap. Alright, there we go. So now we can see a little bit better. There is an entrance, I believe, somewhere around here. Right down here. No, that's the underneath of it. We might have to just break in somewhere. Oh, here it is. Alright, so obviously I've been in here. I sponged it out. Got a little flag there. So it's like a little like zoo. Here we got chickens. And if we go through there, we got the mushroom cows. We got eggs, egg collection. Here we got the cows, mushroom cows. Nope, that's not what I want. We got sheep, cows and pigs. We have to go through the cows to get to the pigs. Yes, there's pigs. So guys, that's my original Minecraft world. This actually wasn't my first one. It's the first one I still have to this day though. The first one I had on PC was unfortunately lost due to a hard drive failure. But that one had a very big house in the middle of the water, and that was about it. Yeah, the last time I saw that one was actually in a dream I had like a couple of years ago, which is pretty funny. But yeah, so this world is definitely much more evolved than that one ever was. But now we are going to move on to a more new one that I made in the 8th grade. Basically, if you don't know, I grew up in like a Catholic community, and Catholics get confirmed around 8th grade. And confirmed is like you're confirmed. I don't even know how to explain it. It's to an outsider. That's kind of a little bit weird, but it's like a big thing. It's, you know, you get a little ceremony, and we got off school the day of, and I had nothing to do with myself because my parents were still at work and my sister was at school at the time, so I was just home alone, and the only people to talk to were other people who were getting confirmed with me that day over Skype. So I talked to them on Skype, and I had nothing else to do besides make a Minecraft world, which you'll see, but my computer is being very slow. I may have to restart Minecraft here. Alright, so I'm back in single player now. This world is called Teast. It was supposed to be Test. I'm not sure why I called it that. I was gonna test for something, but I never even ended up doing it. Now, as I said, I got on the Worlds a couple minutes ago for the first time in a while, and and actually one of the builds actually isn't even finished. And I just kind of left it abandoned there in the middle of it. Uh, but basically, I'll explain some of it in a little bit. Yeah, so here we are. Just let it load in a little bit. So this tower I'm looking at here, the gray one. This is the first one I built. This was the day I was building on the day of my confirmation. So it was my confirmation day. I was off school all day. Uh, this building actually is complete. It's just taking forever to load in. I had nothing to do, and I wanted to build a cool building. And the whole idea was it wasn't gonna be straight rectangle or straight, like, because all my other skyscrapers that I built, like on servers or whatever, were all just solid rectangles straight up into the sky. So I wanted something that had a little bit more definition to it, looked a little nicer. And I think that was pretty much a success. I'm actually still pretty proud of this. There's really no interior to the top portion. But yeah, it's supposed to be a hotel. And I built the lobby in that little big part down there. It has these nice little red, white, and blue things around it. We'll get to this building over here in a minute, but yeah. So it was my confirmation day, as I said a million times so far. I had nothing to do. I was home alone, so my boys, Troll6316, Galactic Toaster, Nick and Bryce are their names. I got on a Skype call with them, and this is what because of that, I had to stay next to my computer the whole time. So what do? I just fire up in Minecraft World and I start building. So I got this building. These are where like the welcome people stand, and then you go up here. This used to be covered with item frames with food on it. I'm not sure what happened. It probably got lost in the updates or whatever. It was supposed to be like a nice little breakfast bar. You go out here. This is the pool area. I decided to make it look really nice. And nice little garden area. Real peaceful looking. I'm not sure if I built this on my confirmation day or not. I'm pretty sure it was like later afterwards, but it might have been during that. I don't know. But here we got the pool. Nice little diving board. That was an accident, but I kept it instead of filling the whole pool because I thought that design looked cool. Over here, there was a purpose for this. I can't remember what it was. Nice little polar bear exhibit. I think it was just the polar bears were new to Minecraft, so I decided to build something with them. This is the entrance. I was actually pretty proud of this. You probably recognize this from the last world. I built that dragon thing. So I decided to run back onto the old world and throw it in there. That's my best attempt at an American flag in Minecraft. But yeah, I thought that little thing there looks pretty cool. Nothing over here. So this is the road. This was all built after my confirmation. I built this since it kind of as a ode to the fact that this building was built during my confirmation. I built this little church, which I'm actually pretty proud of because I think it looks pretty dope. Not gonna lie. The inside here, the inside's okay, I guess, but the outside I thought was pretty cool. Just a little entrance room, and this is the main church room. I'm not sure what's in there. Bread, like communion or whatever. It's like a little tabernacle. Yeah, so this is the church build. And then up here we have the choir room. So this is where the choir sits. Yeah. And yeah, I thought the whole exterior of the church is pretty cool because it looks like a standard, modern church, but it's the simplicity of it, I think, is what makes it nice. Yeah, so here, ad is like a nice little billboard. I'm not sure what this says. Let's read it. Eastern Unity Hotel. Eastern Unity Hotel was the first building built here. Oh yeah, so this is Saint Isidore's church, which is when you're confirmed, you get a name of a saint, and I chose Saint Isidore because he is the saint of the internet, which is pretty cool, and something that's very near and dear to me. So this is Saint Isidore High School. So I'm not sure what's in here, to be honest. Math hallway, algebra, geometry, yeah, there's no sign there. Chemistry, this must be the science hallway. No sign there, so this must also be chemistry, maybe. Maybe physics, I don't know. Upstairs. Oh, okay, so I was gonna build more, but I never ended up getting to it. Mr. Jones, principal. This is the principal's office. If you're having a meeting, there's like this little computer. Here's where he sits. You know, if you're having a meeting with him, you sit here. If you're like in detention, you sit there. And then this leads to the athletic area. So there are the St. Isidore's withers. So this tunnel goes, is actually going through the buildings, because you see we're outside there for a little bit, to the basketball, which, let's go withers, is what I meant by an unfinished build. So yeah, this is what we got. I never ended up finishing that. But yeah, I thought that was a cool addition, that there's that, yeah, because here's what it looks like from the outside. There's that little tunnel from the basketball stadium to the into the school. I thought that was cool, without them being the same building. And then over here we got this building, the Slant, apparently is what I called it, which is a very appropriate name. The door's over here for some reason. There's nothing inside of it. But yeah, this building's just very tall. I thought it was a pretty cool looking building. Yeah, I thought this thing on the back was pretty cool too, because that was like the flat edge. I didn't know what to do with that, so made that little design. And yeah, I think this building's pretty cool. Because like, you can't make a building too complicated, because then it's just, there's too much going on. But you can't make it too simple, just a box, because then it's just boring. So you kind of have to find that middle ground, which is, I think, is what I did with these buildings, which is why I think they look pretty cool. But yeah, these are my two personal worlds, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It looks like I was messing around. This is probably why I was called Test. It looks like I was messing with some TNT or creepers or something over here. A command block. I'm a little scared to know what that does, to be honest. Yeah, it looks like I was breaking through some bedrock there or something. Anyway, that was my two worlds, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Would you like to see would you like to see me do some vanilla survival? If you do, drop it down in the comments. MineRifts reunion, August 9th through August 11th. Be there if you're from the MineRifts community. You know, honestly, if you weren't in the MineRifts community, be there. You know, meet the MineRifts community. This is a chance for us to share the beauty of what the MineRifts community is. So even if you weren't in the MineRifts community, or if you logged on once or twice here and there, just join the celebrate MineRifts and the beauty of it. But yeah, this has been fun. It's a nice little nostalgia trip to see back into my Minecraft creative days. These personal worlds before I started joining servers. But yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.
Okay, fine, maybe I'm just a little nostalgic, 'cause the memories are flooding my mind, maybe I can't stop it. I know I said I wouldn't call, but I'm breaking my promise. Cause the memories are flooding my mind, baby, I can't stop it. Oh, I felt weak tonight, cause I caught myself not being caught up with the times. Strangely, you and I crossed the finish line, but big hearts move slow, get left behind, lying next to someone else. But sometimes I still remember what you said and how it felt. Okay, fine, maybe I'm just a little nostalgic, cause the memories are flooding my mind, baby, I can't stop.